wasn't too long before Election Day last year in 2024 that Hurricane Helene hit. And one of the weird things that it did is it went aground and then it went inland into the mountains of western North Carolina. And the flooding and the rain that they experienced destroyed huge areas of western North Carolina, which are kind of rural, for lack of a better term. Not rural like farmland, but, sparsely populated kind of thing. And you remember all the Joe Biden was still president. You remember all of the right wing reporting and all of the rage baiting that, Joe Biden only allowed these people in western North Carolina $750 a piece because they were Republicans. And there were all these stories going around of people from FEMA, like taking people's land or some shit like that. I don't remember what all of those things were, but it got to a point where like these right-wing inbred militia mouth-breathing Gomer chuds were like driving around the hills of western North Carolina hunting members of FEMA. And Donald Trump actually showed up in one of these towns that had been just absolutely decimated and gave a speech and was talking about what a shitty job Joe Biden was doing for the people of western North Carolina. And Joe Biden was doing that to them on purpose because these people were Republicans and they were Trump voters. So let's follow up on that. Today's headline, it is May 23rd, 2025. Donald Trump's FEMA denies North Carolina's request for Hurricane Helene aid. The president repeatedly bashed the Biden administration's response to the disaster. And today, his FEMA has just said, no, we're not doing anything else. We're not giving you anything else. Trump gave a speech at one of these towns and said he was going to dramatically improve FEMA. Instead, he just did away with it. He did away with it. It's gone. 4 months into his administration, North Carolina Governor Josh Stein, a Democrat, has become the latest lawmaker from a disaster-ravaged state who has been forced to beg the president for much-needed aid. And FEMA rejected the request. Trump repeatedly blamed FEMA and the Biden administration for mishandling the response to the disaster before he was inaugurated, and said in January that he would consider eliminating the agency while taking strong action to get North Carolina the support that they need to quickly recover and rebuild. However, according to a Thursday report from Politico, Trump's response to the disaster has actually slowed North Carolina's recovery efforts. And then today, we're canceling this. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything at all. And that's after last month, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders had multiple FEMA requests and emergency disaster declaration requests after her state was ravaged by tornadoes. Last weekend, we had Missouri, Kentucky, and Virginia, massive tornadoes tearing through those three states. 50 people were killed. Donald Trump hasn't mentioned those storms at all. He hasn't mentioned those storms at all. I mean, I wonder what it's going to take for people in red states to get to the point and realize that Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about any of you.